Okay, before we get started, I should probably go ahead and say that this was a little strange to me. This morning, I woke up to my friend blowing up my cell phone with text messages about this game. He said, I don't need to read into it. I just need to get up, go to the link, download it, and stream it tonight. Or today, sorry. But I thought about, Friday the 13th, I would just do a Friday the 13th game. But no, he strongly recommended this instead. And I was like, what the heck? It's free. But like he said, he said not to look too much information on it. He said just download it and play it. And I was a little confused, mainly because, the game looks, let's say, let me pull up what the game looks up right now. Yeah, there it is. It's called Doki Doki Literature Club. It's very confusing, very interesting, I guess. And I was like, okay, well, this is going to be kind of weird. I think he's trolling me. I'm not sure. But, I was just casually looking at the reviews at the bottom and I saw this. It says, don't read the reviews on the visual novel until you've completed at least on a playthrough. Go back to the top and hit download. It's free. No reason not to. All in, all this game is the work of a genius. It's unlike any game I've ever played before, and an experience I won't forget anytime. So that's interesting. That's an interesting thing. And then, of course, as I pulled it up, getting ready to play it, it says this game is not suitable for children, for those who are easily disturbed. Not that it would say, hey, there might be some visual content in here that's like for adults, but no, it says disturbing. So I don't know. It's really interesting. I'm ready to see what this is like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into it and see what it's about. All right. Okay. All right. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please. Okay, yeah. See, by playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age, and this consent to you to explore highly disturbing content. All right, yeah. Let me fix that. Oh, it's actually kind of nice. Oh, let me fix that. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna make this full screen real quick, and then I'm gonna adjust my setting on here. So. Okay. Am I doing the right thing? No, I guess I'm not. Okay. Sorry, I gotta fix this real quick. I didn't anticipate it to do this. So, starting off, it's very light. As far as I could tell, nothing disturbing. So, yeah, I guess this will do right here. It's gonna be some black bars, I'm sorry. Alright. So. Okay, let's give this a shot. It's nice music. Very uplifting for what I'm used to. Okay, go with that. Hey! Okay, cool. I see an annoying girl running. Oh no, this is a guy running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might be drawing to herself. Interesting. That girl is Sorori. Ooh, I'm gonna butcher these names. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you'd never see yourself making today, but it's just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long, alright? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But she's going to chase after me like this. I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and I idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sorori catch up to me. Ooh! Ah! No! I overslept again! Oh, shoot. But I caught you this time. Yay! Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Ooh. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. Ooh. Okay. That's mean. Okay. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Oh, okay. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sorori. Okay, we cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Gage, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I don't know what I am. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I'm sure it's possible. And one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sorori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on an average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promise though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Okay, I'm just going through the whole thing. Oh, thank you. Thank you, I'm glad I make you happy. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relate to her. I gotta stop doing that. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. And even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Senpai, thank you for playing this game. No problem. Okay, the school day is an ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs! Yeah! Sorori wants me to check out some clubs. Alright. I guess I have no choice but to start with an anime club. Sorry. Hello! Sorori! That was me. Sorori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought I might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sorori? Yay! There is no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sorori is vice president of the Literature Club. Oh. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I am 90% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, She inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sori is really that much of an airhead or if she's cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Alright. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sorori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used to the third year classes and activities. Sorori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. A pleasure meeting you, Girl 1. Sorori says nice things about you. Thanks. Okay, Girl 2. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Girl 3. Ah, Cage! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club! Our words escape me in the situation. Okay. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki. Okay, so the girl's Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, I don't recognize. Okay. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sorori. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, Sorori. Let's see. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sorry. Okay, Sorori says that she's quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest girl in the club. Okay. Don't say things like that. Oh, Yuri, who appears comparable, more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sorori and Natsuki. Okay. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. Okay, Sorori. Let's see. And it sounds like you already know Manike. Manike. Okay. Is that right? Okay. That's right. That's right. That's right. It's great to see you again, Cage. Marunoki smiles sweetly. Okay. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Okay. Marunoki was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Okay. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me is so genuinely feels a little, to Marunoki. Come sit down. Let's see. Come sit down, Cage. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Marunoki. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made out of them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Okay. The girls have a few desks arranged for a table. As Sorori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Marunoki or a space next to Sorori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs and wraps a tray. Yuri opens the closet, okay? Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sorori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, a tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one.
Sori grabs the one first, and then Mononoke. I follow.
It's delicious.
Sori talks with her mouth full, and already has managed to get icing on her face. I turn to the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good.
Thank you, Natsuki.
Oh, thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Natsuki, they made them for you, or anything?
I thought you technically did. Sori said that... Oh.
Well, maybe. But not before, you know. I don't know, you dummy!
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before sitting down to the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Let's see. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Yeah, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulting you. It looks that way. I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Mononoke raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Mononoke that I was practically dragged in here by Soroki. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sori seem really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure that you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Mononoke, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member or any of major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of those politics and around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and puberty and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to be into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Blech.
Sorry.
Okay, really, this is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Okay. Then I'm surprised that aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. Oh my gosh. See,
you could put that away. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting at all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. But have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! Well, do our best. You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Mononoke must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they all are delighted by the idea of a new joining member. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Gage, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga! I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuge head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What I am saying, I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Let's see.
Yuri traces a rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds.
Okay.
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on and clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read horror once. I desperately grasp something and I can relate to the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For some reason, as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if the story makes me think, or if it takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if you only for a brief moment. I hate her. Oh, why's that? Well,
Natsuke's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Aloud and give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes are your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Yuri slides behind Natsuke and puts her hand on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuke, you write your own poems?
Yeah, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuke averts her eyes. Let's see.
You wouldn't like them?
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuke feels. Sharing that level of writing, it takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. And do you know how writing experience to Yuri?
Gosh, I cannot remember these voices.
Maybe you should share some of your work. You can set an example for help Natsuke feel comfortable enough to share hers.
Ooh, scared.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poem.
We all sit in a silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Silence. Natsuke and Yuri look quizzically at Mononoke, or whatever. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own.
The next time we meet, we all share them for each other. That way everyone is even.
Silence?
Yeah, let's do it!
Plus now that we have a new member,
it is likely to help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen our bond of the club. Isn't that right, Gage?
Mononoke smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Eh? What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Oh, everyone gets upset. Sorry may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at. I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with a dejected eyes.
But what? I'm sorry, I thought...
Cage. Okay. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Oh, everyone perked up. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy!
Sawyer wraps her arms around me and jumping up and down. Ah, hey.
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came from the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official.
I don't know who's my favorite. I'm a little lost. Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note.
Does it matter who's my favorite, or is that going to come in later? Oh, yeah.
Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem, bring it to the next meeting, so we can all share.
Okay.
My uncle looks over at me.
Once more. Okay.
Gage, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Oh, she dropped. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monoki with a mediocre writing skills? Ugh, I don't like that winky face. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuke clean up their food.
Hey, Gage, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Suri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
Okay, with that, the two of us depart the club and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Another winky face. Sori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Manuki. Will I probably be happy spending every day after school at the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. It's like a dating sim, I guess. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of the circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will come find me. And I guess that starts with the writing a poem tonight. Oh crap. I don't actually have to write one. Okay, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Like good might happen with whoever likes the poem. Okay. Ugh. I'm gonna go with the theme of this. Let's see. During tragedy, hopeless, bunny, spies, disoriented, ambient, melody, peace, captive. Or tragedy. Vivid, playground, flying, fester, lazy, strained, startscape, electricity. Doki Doki isn't okie doke. Who's what? I'm gonna go with vivid. Play, unstable, feather, cheeks, chocolate, holiday clouds, lollipop, agonizing, disarray. Disarray. Heaven sent, bouncy, forgive, grief, jumpy, nimble, vacation, calm, bubbles, uncontrollable. Unending, puppy, whistle, awesome, swimsuit, wrath, explode. Ooh, I kind of feel like I'm writing God of War. Okay. Graveyard, charm, dark, whirlwind, comfort, shining, daydream. think I kind of want to go with, let's do passion. Ooh. Mix this up a little bit. Sadness, entropy, sparkle, headphones, smile, ocean, mouse, promise. Guess we'll do ocean, yeah. Let's see. Shopping, KY, summer, fantasy, raindrops. Want to do this. Fantasy, yeah. Okay, rainbow, intellectual, hope, blanket, papa, hurt, cheer, stew, anger. Okay. Ooh. Cage. Let's see. Hair, pain, amazing, uncanny, depression, sing. Kind of want to do this. Yeah. Existence, vertigo, fear. Ooh, fear. Yeah. Okay. Color, question, family, desire, pleasure, after image, lust, skipping, destiny, email. Email. Nah, I want to make another unfriended movie. Let's go with, I guess after image? Okay. Fickle, defeat, Doki Doki. Oh. They bounce if they like the word. Oh. Okay. Huh. I don't know what Doki Doki means. What does Doki Doki mean? Fickle, defeat, Doki Doki, stilo, imagination, rose, disown, loud, climax, tenacious. Wait, I noticed that there's only 3 of them here. Isn't there like 4 in total? I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's do imagination. Okay. Universe, pink, special, determination. No clue. Okay, gotcha. Pure prayer, empty, incongruent, atone. Ooh, empty sci-fi. That's what I like. Laugh, anime, broken, giggle, heartbreak, whisper, cute, hope, time, misery. Oh. Okay. Fluffy, Ella Colony, beauty, sunny, sunset, misfortune, fun, childhood, marshmallow, strawberry, misfortune. Okay. Journey, happiness, infinite, fireflies, love, meager, judgment, alone. Portrait, crimson on, analyst, peaceful, lucky, contamination, boop, skirt, clumsy, essence. Okay. Vanilla, sticky, death. Ooh, let's see. Everything else is like, eh. Let's see what this does.
Hi again, Cage. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. Let's see, I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Cage. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Hey, come on! Like he deserves any slack.
Let's see.
Story told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then won't see the end of it.
Natsuki? Okay, let's see.
That's true. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in her club room.
Ooh, manga. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Mononoke and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Cage always gives his best as long as he is having fun. He helps me with busy work without even make. Okay, I'm not in the voice anymore.
Like cooking and cleaning in my room. How dependable.
Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
Oh.
How come? You and Cage can become good friends too. Sorry.
Silence. As usual, Sorori seems to be oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri, even brought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, sir. Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
See, it's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sir Rory made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want to do it.
All right. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a gun. No, a book. Okay. I didn't want to feel left out.
So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is the girl...
Okay, how is this girl accidentally being so cute? So even picked up out of a book, she thinks I'll like despite me not being much of a reader. Yuri, thank you, I definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monarchy to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sora and Monoki are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the classroom. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad by distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, it seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Silence. It only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I just keep spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh, it's fun. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place.
Oh, interesting.
But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book that you gave me, right?
Wanted to reread some of it. Not of any particular reason. Just as curious as how to come...
Let's see, just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Looks like Yuri is your favorite. Well, we'll see.
Well, I stopped by the store yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them.
Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear it. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about anyway?
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back.
The book is titled Portrait of Murkoff. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol
On the front of the cover. Oh, okay.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give away anything. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships of her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of... Let's see. Who was your favorite? Who was the person you chose since you played this game? That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Haha!
Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Cage?
No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective.
Haven't played it yet, but it's so far I like the spunky girl. Okay.
When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonists, they've made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. It's literature club after all.
That's right. Well, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it right.
Don't have to.
Haha, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book and I had to put it in my bag. Alright, it's fine. Is it here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if you end up distracting you from anything.
Alright.
Open up the book and I start the prologue to understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if you can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Ha ha ha. Let's see. Here, this should work, right? I slim my desk until I get against, then hold my book over between us.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. See, once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders almost touching. It feels like my left arm in the way is instead I use my right hand to hold the book. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I was just clicking. Okay. Alright. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Okay. Yuri takes her left arm, shoulder, outside in the book between their thumbs for 4 fingers. Okay.
I did the same my right arm on the right side.
Oh yeah, that's right. They go from right to left. Forget about that.
That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides
under the thumb after it flips her side. But the holding is like this. We're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face, and our eyes meet. I don't know I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it a bit. Own violation. Let's see. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. The thumb gently letting off the page and letting it flutter over to the side as she catches it under her thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of a little bit you.
You think so? How does she?
Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses a lot of the things that she says and does. Oh my gosh, are we reading a story about her? This is going to be insane. Okay. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I could see it in your head or anything, but they kind of reminiscent of some of the mannerisms.
Oh, I see.
Yuri remains silent for a moment.
But Cage, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. That's so embarrassing that you would think that.
Oh, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute.
Haha! What are you saying all of a sudden?
Hi. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Oh, I forgot the voice again.
Ah.
Yuri exhales and spread from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. That's not true. It's fine.
Yuri releases her hand from the book, encasing it to close the top of her thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some of more reading tonight. Or should you prefer I read it with you?
I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way.
In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah.
My relaxation ends.
My relaxation ends. Can't even believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I could really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we find someone to share it with?
Hey, I can't wait.
Sori and Monoki enthusiastically pull out of their poems. Sori is on the wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral note. On the other hand, Mononoke wrote hers in composition notebook. I can already see Mononoke's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, okay. Who should I show the poem first? I guess this, since you said it was my favorite. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I could trust her opinion, to be fair. She's silent. Yuri reads the poem. I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Huh? What was that?
Did I say that aloud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri.
I guess you're right. What I'm getting is so nervous for.
Yuri takes a deep breath. Let's see.
So, what kind of writing experience do you have? You use imaginary
Let's see.
imagery and metamorphosis that indicates you've written a lot of poetry before.
Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really.
Huh?
Yuri stares at blankly, then looks at my poem again.
Well, I know that. I just meant,
Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down for more thoroughly.
yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in a few writers is that I tried to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and there a form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style is as expressive as weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if she demeanor totally changes. And her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, but building them. But getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might just take you some time, but it all comes with a practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought processes behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that she is rare opportunity for her. My break is over, so I'm out of a while. I'll be watching it after work. I can't wait to the horde. Oh, okay. Thanks. See you later, man. See. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, it's just supposed to be a literature club. See. Ghosts under the light. The trindles of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Ooh. Silence.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't even thinking that at all.
But you look at a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Yeah. That's a relief.
Also, I liked your poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. Oh, what was that? Okay.
It wasn't too short. I usually write long poems.
Not at all.
Oh, I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts? Let's see.
Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Cage. Really?
I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolical compared to a ghost, lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting than in that way. I hadn't even thought of it that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Yours was impressive, so was impressive too, so.
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Cage.
Ah, me too. Can I just go to someone else? Let's go ahead and pull the band-aid on this one. Natsuki.
Cage, you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home.
Well, what? Harsh.
What do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I put in some effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of it, the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it.
Yeah.
Painful to think about.
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what, to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I ought to share mine. Knowing you probably think it's stupid.
Okay, well, let me see. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay, yeah.
I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that a point of a poem for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly.
I like it even.
Let's see. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you should do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write it about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
But this other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay.
Like,
Set up for a rhyme at the end of the made of a flat purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
so you do. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect you from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki feels proud, then I won't take that any away from her. Okay, sorority. It's a word. Silence.
This is a good poem, Coach. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I that kind of guy who would writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But if that has impressed me, well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write it at all. I'm sure really happy that you already wrote one. It just reminds me that somehow, of how you're really part of this club now.
Not to mention that the fact that I am standing in front of you in a club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said, Cage, before, Cage. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really, really good people do.
Thanks, Sori. I'm not sure if Sori sees some full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much it means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright.
Alright. I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you read my poem, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Well, let's see about that. Okay, let's go. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you to. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Interesting. Sorori. This is just as I guess. Did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about it myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Nice. Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Mononoke is the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Okay, last one. Okay.
Hi, Gage. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, new activities or something, can do better. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course.
I'll be afraid to bring it up things. I'd much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, I want to show you my poem with me.
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, Coach. See, we're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know? But that's sort of a barrier that's, well, I'll learn to get past, too.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Mononoke my poem.
Great job, Gage. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go so far as something deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sorori, who likes using simple, direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's fairly challenging, and write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuisance. See, it can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure now here near a level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing.
Let's see.
Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll at the end trying things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but you'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing me, them, or anything. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem?
Sure.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it. Okay. Hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel the blind like a film, left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the prominent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole. And let's see, infinity choice. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh, that's really deep.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm really the right person to ask this kind of feedback.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's that kind of style that has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Now, that is a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can really be powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure. If I know how to put it, I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems, but...
Ah, okay. Epiphany.
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends each other. Anyway, here's my Rocket's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when it's writing a poem or story, our brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something done on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That is my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Oh my gosh, what's going on? Phew. Guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. And as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even though they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sorori and Maruke are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of them expressions change. See, Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem on the desk with one hand.
Natsuki, I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up.
How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was just trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it.
Which people did, by the way.
Sorry, liked it. And Cage did too. So based on that, I'm glad to give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style.
Hey, Chris.
Which I haven't yet.
Yeah.
And Cage liked the poem too, huh?
He even told me that he was impressed by it.
It's a combination of that. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were invested in trying to impress our new member. Huh? That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Cage appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. No, I didn't even appreciate my advice more. You're full of yourself? No, I'm not just full of myself. I wonder if deliberately going out of my way to everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah. Is everyone okay over here? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Cage started showing up. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turn towards me as if they noticed I was standing here.
Cage! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She just started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making a poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out from the reader and not force them to have to figure it out.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I'm glad you're entertained.
Help me explain that to her, Cage. What? There's no reason we have to so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not the most unnecessary. Limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You should understand that, right, Cage?
How did I get myself dragged into this in the first place? See, it's not like they do anything about writing. See, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Okay, I'm obviously gonna go with it. Ooh, did I make a mistake?
See?
Wait, that's not to excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick on a fight because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened here at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand, Yuri.
Huh. You're a seriously talented writer.
Thank you. I'm trying hard. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's,
But here's the thing. No matter how simple I refine someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into them, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't even notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki!
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said things that you didn't mean.
Yuri, apologize. Don't think you should do too.
Natsuki clenches her fist, and in the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point and being defiant only because she has handled the pressure. At the end, even feeling bad for herself. Let's see.
So, I'm hurt. It helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sorry, she doesn't need to.
You know what? I'm going to do that. I'll spare me for having to look at all of your faces right now.
Without a warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms off. On her way out, she crumples up the poem in her hands and throws it in the trash.
That's okay. She really didn't need to do that.
A look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit adjacent to her. Sigh. Everything alright?
I'm so embarrassed. Can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now.
No, Yuri.
How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that?
Let's see. Oh, that was me again. You handled it as well as anyone else could. I don't think any less of you.
Well,
Alright, I believe you. Thanks, Cage. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of the club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsu said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So,
Eh? What thing did Natsuki say?
well, never mind. I'm going to make some tea.
Oh, good idea. Make it up for more than one person, okay?
Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing the poems today? It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, I did say it was worth it. It was alright. It was mostly. Cage, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same tomorrow.
Oh, come on.
And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about poems today, like everyone. With any luck, I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Cage, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go.
Yeah!
Story beams it out. It was truly has been a while since Rory and I have spent so much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Oh my gosh, I gotta do another point. Sorry. How about what happened earlier?
Huh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really just the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew! Gage, it's nice that I've spent time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Hey! Everyone today is going to be so much fun! Sad!
It looks like Sori still hasn't caught up onto the kind of situation I'm in. It's called Doki Doki Literature Club. I don't know. If you see the first part, there's an interesting little beginning, and it's classified as a horror. So if there's horror in it, I haven't gotten to it yet. So I don't know. It's a free game. It was highly recommended.
Sure, being friends with everyone is nice too. See, but it really needs to stop there.
Well, just have to see what the future holds, Sori. I pat Sori on the shoulder. I said that to myself, then to her, but it's easy to use Sori as an initial monologue sometimes.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do this.
Steam, Jaden, and a few other people. And I don't know. It's a psychological horror, so we'll see. Alright, let's see here. What do I want to do? Childhood, nimble, cry, essence, breathe, proof. Okay. Graveyard. Let's see. Oh, I do like Wrath again. Feather, flee, fireworks, meager, pure, blanket. Okay. Pleasure, infinite, charm, unending. Bed, eternity, integrate, love, pain, flying, variants. Ugh, let's get pain. Uncontrollable, passion, cage. Oh, there's me again. Okay. Extreme, socks, kitty, disown, sparkle, broken. Okay. Vanilla, marriage, nightgown. Ooh, family, bouncy, special. Okay, that's it. Explode. Unrequited, twirl, lust, depression, sunny, nature, incapable, dark. Let's see. Anime, situation, imagination, uncanny, comfort, tenacious, raincloud. Cute, lucky, mouse, jumpy, fantasy, spinning, color, fireflies, fluffy, journey. Destiny, insight, hurt, vacation, empty, holiday, despise, melancholy, infallible, yeah. Okay, Email, fun, milk, waterfall, sunset, portrait, silly, lone, giggle, fit, hair. Heart, shining, misery. Ooh, misery. Inferno, music, pink, excitement, smile, philosophy. Shopping, romance, okay. Okay, Aurora, vibrant, boop, question, landscape, analysis, defeat, skipping, sadness, anxiety. Ooh, convey, death. Oh, Doki Doki, Doki Doki again. Okay. Gotta go with death. Okay. Massacre, beauty, prayer, loud, fester, bunny, misfortune, suicide. Shame, contamination, time, ocean, anger, forgive, cheer, electricity, papa, frightening. Oh, let's see, what do we got here? Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Okay, I've gotten a little more comfortable here, everyone, the last couple of days. Let's see, entering the club room as usual, scene greets me.
Hi, Cage! Yo, sorry.
Looks like everyone is in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things that with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
Oh, will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Huh? That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look at your purse, Sori?
Why that? All of a sudden? No reason.
Okay. Just want you to look at it.
Ah!
Sori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with her latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and the contents spill out into the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out.
Ah!
I knew it. I can see right through you, Sori. That's not fair.
How'd you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming into the club room. So either you're not hungry or you want the excuse to take for a walk. Or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option.
Oh! I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty.
Ha ha ha!
Yuri suddenly giggles.
Huh?
Didn't even notice that she was listening. Her face is in the book, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri!
Tell Cage to let me borrow some money.
That's...
Don't get involved like that, Sori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough to retribution.
See,
did I just, I didn't mean that. I had forgotten to absorb into my book. Ha ha ha! I really like you when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't even happen so much, but it's fun. That's, there's no way you could think that. You know, you're right. I did something bad, and now I've accepted the revelation. Retribution. That. Still coming from you, sorry. I guess there's a little devil inside us all, isn't there?
don't let her fool you. Sori knows exactly what she is doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before you even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if I were to make cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuke into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sori. Ah, what the crap? Kaya! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sori in the face and stumbles onto the desk.
Oh! What was that? Huh?
A cookie?
Sure enough.
It's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sori glances around.
Is this a miracle? Is it because of paid retribution.
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Okay, that's where that's from. I was just gonna give it to you.
But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. And it was just totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Haha! No, that's okay. That is so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sori hugs the cookie. Geez, eat it. Sori rapidly tears it open and wrapped it in a big bite.
So good.
Sori suddenly clasped her hands and opened her mouth.
I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuke takes a bite out of her own cookie.
Wow, it looks like you're good to Natsuke. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, what do you think I gave that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Yeah.
Sori gets her seat and goes behind Natsuke and wraps her arms around her.
Jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in her hand, Natsuke reaches and nudges Sori off her.
Oh.
Sori suddenly needs and then takes a bite of Natsuke's cookie.
Hey. Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful of Sori's trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Maruke, can you tell Sori?
Natsuke glances around. Maruke isn't in the club room.
Yeah. Where's Maruke anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything? Let's see.
Have anything heard of anything about being late today?
Not me. Yeah, I haven't heard either.
That is a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Yeah. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
Oh gosh, I feel like I'm about to get another sticky situation.
That's true.
Oh my gosh.
Excuse me.
Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
There you are.
I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Okay, chose this club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Maruke quizzically glances at me. Never mind that.
What held you up anyway?
Well, the last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard a bell rung at least. I must have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music at all, Maruke. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. So you just did something for us, Maruke? That's Maruke looks at me. Maybe once I can get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Cage.
Wow, okay, just did it. Maruke smiles sweetly. Didn't even mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot of recently, and I really love a chance to share what's with you.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. Escapade. Okay, alright. Sure, Natsuke will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone is ready to settle down. Sori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back into her book, and Natsuke disappeared into the closet. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Hey, Yuri.
Huh?
I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, that was me.
No.
I was kind of just
Waiting for you.
In that case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Oh, press a different button.
Yes, let's. Actually,
I can learn to understand you much better.
The fuck was that? It scared me.
Actually, I have a request. Don't you mind if I make some tea first?
No, not at all.
Thanks very much. If there's one thing that I can't make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not even to mention yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow to watch and retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, and it's a kind of a filter side. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me a water pitcher and fetches a electric kettle.
I'm going to plug this up in the teacher's desk and then I'll get some water.
This feels kind of weird. She walks past me and sets a kettle on the desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long ways. Yuri's is elegant and methodical.
Okay, wait, I have the water pitcher. Thanks, I'll be right back.
I might as well walk with you.
Yeah, why not? Shall we go then?
Yeah.
Where are you two off? We're just
going to make some tea. So suddenly I realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monoke. We're just filling up the water pitcher.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of one-person job, isn't it?
That's, Monoke, please.
Mind your own business for once.
Oh, she's getting a little spicy now.
Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Cage in the club activities?
Filling up water in the pitcher's not the club activity. My mouth gaps.
I suppose there's wrong with that. Then let's go, Cage.
Yuri quickly exits the room, and I follow. Yuri is starting to feel a little controlling, isn't she? Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall.
I spoke without thinking. I could have said something like, Yuri.
Oh.
Something about the way she said that. It made me feel irritated. What's wrong with that?
No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it also not for Mononoke to judge people like that. Cage, let's see.
How come even when I do something bad, you're being so nice to me?
Because nothing that you do is bad as you make it as it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them anyway. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns and the light rain showers into a hurricane.
No. When you hate me for something as terrible as that.
Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone I'm having emotions. Oh. For a friend, or what do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
Cage, I really like being friends with you.
Ha 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 ha, I say. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway,
yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the pitcher, we return to the classroom. Gosh, I keep expecting something bad's gonna happen.
Cage, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's
Time to get the teapot.
You really do properly, don't you? You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I should do any less than when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything.
Ha! In that case, you'll only be even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood today.
Is that so? I've always letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would like to try expressing myself a little bit more. And it turns out it's not very bad for me to do. And what is around anyway?
Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Cage. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Cage, I have another request. Do you mind if I sit on the floor today?
Why that's,
It's a little bit easier on my back. I could read, my back against the wall rather than bending over on the desk.
sorry, didn't realize.
No worries. I just have a back pain fairly regularly, so I don't have my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because of my
Your posture alright? I was hunched over like while you're reading?
Yes. I have terrible reading posture, so that's why I should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and I'll get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate and candies, and I kept hidden in Sorori's candy radar. I take it, since it's go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, and teacups on our side. As if a sink, we resume reading the position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer to our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading on this? Let's see, Yuri was always the kind of cute, but even she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup?
Yuri hands me a teacup. Holding it with the hands and not holding it with a book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure that I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears an intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put my teacup between my legs, and I fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book, and I finish opening the wrapper. You can have some as much as you want.
Ah, that's okay. I won't take any.
Huh? Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages.
Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about it. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll just hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it that I don't have any harder of a time reading it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and I pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book, and then she simply parts her lips, and if the situation was completely natural, but that means I can't stop. And I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression subtly breaks. Did
I just...
Yuri looks at me like if she needs to confirm that she just happened.
Gage.
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right?
I mean, don't really in this kind of context, but...
Yeah. That's all it was. Yeah.
Then...
You don't need to stop or anything.
I see. And the situation got really intense. Let's see. Yuri tries to return to the book. And then I can't tell by her expression if that's... She can't focus. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't even avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and I'm falling into a rhythm of heartbeats. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But in a different time, I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath in my fingers. Okay, everyone. It's time to spare the poems. Cage, can you help Yuri put away this tea stuff? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates, and at the end, hastily clean up without so much of a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will ever courage to bring up. Okay. Start with the basics here. Okay, we'll go here. Let's see what you've written today. Yuri stares at the poem and surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Gage, this one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even think of picking up it so quickly? Just yesterday I was just telling you what kind of techniques for processing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to be given you more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know. It's fine to take your time.
Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I don't know that Yuri thinks before she speaks, so I offer some patience to her.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but it seems that someone's motivated by my writing. It just makes me really happy.
Okay, saying you never shared with your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really like it?
Again, Yuri nods. Yeah. Close friends. Yuri doesn't respond to that, and I wonder why. Anyway, do you want me to share my poem you wrote today?
Yeah,
I do. If it's with you. Let's see. Here we go. The raccoon. Nice. Okay. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the last time I noticed my strange tendencies as a human. See, I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. Subconscious, well, and where consequences as well. The raccoon that is fed, well, it ways come back from the enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symphony of the bread hungry curiosity. The raccoon reflects of cutting knife. Oh man, I am losing it here. See, the raccoon is taking the following, and you couldn't have forgotten it. Quite each other, the raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so that the bread's always handy every time. Brandished by my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me that his excitement and rushes a rush of blood. Classic. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I was a little more daring with this one yesterday.
I can see that. It's a lot of metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express a vivid imagery, conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if it takes a face of value, then I can't even figure out what's it supposed to be. Well, I think it's something that different people relate to in their own way. I wanted to express my way to feel and indulge in my own unusual hobbies. It's the sorts of things that I usually force to keep myself. So, I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep
them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't even have anything like that, Cage.
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. They're the best that you can do to respect each other is an inevitabilities.
See, individualities.
Even if it's difficult for sometimes for some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I couldn't learn to embrace my own weirdness, I could probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you had a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There's really aren't many people like you, Cage.
That's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing with my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just really nice feeling. And you're the thank for that.
It's nothing really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Oh my gosh. It's taken a while to beat this. Hi again, Cage.
How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm not happy with the applying yourself. Maybe soon you can come with the masterpiece.
Ha ha ha. I wouldn't count on that. You never know.
Want to share what you wrote today?
Sure. Here you go. I give you a poem, Monique.
Alright. This one's good. Feels like you're not only getting one comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read.
Finding in Yuri's writing, yeah? I guess so. You can't deny that she is talented.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like light turns on inside her.
Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on the head of hers?
I hope I don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish that she didn't keep much to herself. But still, defending her like that must be pretty into her.
Yeah? You completely misunderstood.
Haha, calm down. I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she already got a boyfriend.
What? Wait, really?
Yeah, a fictional one, anyway.
Mononoke find a whispers that last part. It's just a hunch, but... Well, that's not really anything wrong with that.
Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out. I hope you do too.
Alright, then let's take a look. Okay. Save me. The colors they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red and green and blue, at endless of meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, since sing tanquet, like playing a chalkboard and turntable, like playing a Vinny on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. But she sounds really depressed. Dang. It's even more abstract than in the last one.
I guess you just the way I write. I'm sorry I don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing that I've never really seen before, I guess.
I've kind of liked playing with my space on paper. Choosing where I know where to space words has totally changed the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. That way I wrote it not too short makes it feel trying to speak it over noise.
I see. Still hard of the me tells me that it's about the you though.
Haha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract and physical expression of feeling, or conversation with the reader. So putting it in that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Mononoke's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Okay? You never know when you might change your mind. Or even when you unexpected may happen. What is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Haha! That's my advice today. Thanks for listening.
It says save the game. Okay. Just in case. Soroki. Or Sorori. It's weird. Okay.
Oh, I like this one, Cage. It has some nice feeling to it. And I'm glad. Does it mean any better yesterday yet? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Heh.
That's not a very helpful one to you know.
Well, it's not very good figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's the way I just like to go about my heart. If that makes it feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works.
Then again, I'm just not conveying feelings of... Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of thing it's like in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
So why don't we at least try to give it some thought?
Yeah, sometimes I write something for me. That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But that's always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt or at some point.
Well, I don't really know what you mean by that, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word in that, right? That's what the word I'm looking for. Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad? I can't even see you like it's something sad, Sorry. Well,
I'm happy the most. But sometimes when I'm having a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem, and they give it a rain cloud a little hug. Happy rainbow.
Story is unexpectedly poetic.
Ah, yes it is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Sage. I should go on and write down them now. Let's see. You can read my poem now.
Oh my gosh, so much here. Bottles. I pop off a soda, like a lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place here, and I keep all my dreams, little balls of sunshine, and rubbing them together in a bundle of kittens. I reach inside in my own forever place. It's warm and tidy, but there's no time to waste. I put the bottle and keep it safe, and I help myself. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles in a row. My collection makes all the friends, each of the bottles starlight and a mint. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle and saved me today. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the books and the crannies. See, digging and digging, scrapping and scrapping. I blow dust all over the place, and it doesn't even feel like the time has elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Okay, finally I'm all done. I open and I come in with my friends, and then they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off the shelf after the other, holding them to each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. It shards all over the floor. But they are supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They are just shouting and pleading something, but here is an echo inside my head. Oh my gosh. Where are we going with this? Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Did you tell you yesterday I was going to write my best poem ever?
Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Anoki taught me a whole lot. And I've even really touched it with myself and feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I think it's hard to about. The point is that it came out, so you should be proud of it.
Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself in this anyway. If it helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yay! Writing is the best. I'm going to keep writing until I die.
Ha ha ha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those at times. But I'm seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Oh, okay, fine. Natsuki. Oh boy, she hates me.
Well, I admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting some effort into it. That's good. But I still don't like this one at all. It's trying too hard to be serious.
Eh? What do you mean by that?
Poems don't need to be as deep and sounding as expressive as something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing yourself into it. Really suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level.
Natsuki stopped so short for all of a sudden.
Don't tell me.
Huh?
You're not trying to impress Yuri, are you?
What are you talking about? And keep your voice down.
You know Yuri would love this kind of angesty.
Let's see.
Just because
She's talented writer doesn't mean I mean. Looks like I'm in trouble. I'm somehow struck a nerve with her, and I didn't even beyond me.
I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves
The poem in. I handed her back over to me.
Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me.
Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be world pain from the start. At least Natsuki really is the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Oh, man.
Okay, everyone. It's about done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for us today. If everyone wants to come and sit in front of their room.
Isn't this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Yeah.
Do we really have to do something for the festival?
It's not like we can put together something good in the first few days. Just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need as much as a few decorations. Sorry, has been working on posters and designed some pamphlets we could give out over the event.
Okay, let's do it now.
But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for this event. Oh, sorry. I mean, I heard about it. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
But
Okay. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem and recite during the event. But as a cool part, we're also going to look at everyone and recite our poems too. Sori's putting in all the posters that we can want to prepare ahead of time. Yay! Sori, who wants
to come coloring posters, holds up the first one.
Are you kidding me, Madoki?
You didn't even already putting those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think that's a bad idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I just didn't sign up for this, you know?
This is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that.
Imagine that Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys!
No, Sora. I understand where everyone's coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone, so just a couple of days. It's a lot of asking for them, and to recite their poems in front of a loud room of people, I guess I'll kind of overload that. So, I'm sorry. But I still think we could give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start to an event, we should put in a good performance. Then it will inspire others to do the same. And the same more people will perform, better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding your new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And for those reasons, for all those who are having clubs today, don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the feelings that they find in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And all of us takes standing in front of the room for 2 minutes reciting a poem. Then I know we can do it. That's like you remain silent.
Suri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Suri and Monoki have been trying really hard to get new members. At least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get over it with him. Alright, phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Silent. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone and else expect faces.
Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Yay, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on with other event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We are going to practice reciting it in front of each other. No way! I don't know, okay. This is too sudden. Well, we can't recite your poem in front of a club. How do you expect us to do it in front of strangers? Oh no, don't worry. I'll just start off with everyone to help feel a little more comfortable. I can go next. Haha, of course. Now let's see.
Monoki flips through a notebook and specific poems and has mine for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monoki begins reciting her poem. A clear, confident voice and fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line and recite, bringing the words to life. It is something that she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Maruke. Sori looks amazed. Yuri has intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Maruke finishes her recitement. The four of us applaud. Maruke takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Maruke. Ha 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 ha, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set the mood. Are you ready for next story? I'll go next.
Ooh, challenged.
Aha! Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yeah, Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri's Anxiety Glances at Each of Us.
You can do it, Yuri! It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she all of a sudden putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words are transformed into a sharp syllable of fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns and structure that enhances with perfect timing. Let's see, this must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I was the first one to applauding. Everyone joins afterwards and giving her Yuri a recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were caught off so guard by much forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem in her chest and rushes back to her seat.
Yuri, well, was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'll be the next one.
Suri hops up from the chair and cheerfully walks over to the podium. This is one called for the meadow. Aha!
Sorry, I giggled.
Sorori?
It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think about it like you're reciting to each other people. Imagine that you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your head. It's your poem, so it's come out the best way. I see. Okay then.
Sori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like if a soft voice was made for a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sori. It's serene and bittersweet. If we were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sori meant when she said she likes poems. It's like I get a reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sori finishes and applaud. I did it!
Good job, Sori. Hey, Gage, they liked it. I guess it's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that the other poems couldn't work quite as well with any kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen other poems of yours and their short, gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Oh, I know. What do you mean?
That's as well if I've been practicing it as that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Even the next time, I'm going to pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. You know who's next? Natsuke! Don't make me go before Gage. It's not like I'm compared to you guys anyway. Might as well let Gage lower everyone's standards and a little before I have to do it.
Okay.
Natsuke!
It's fine. I might as well go over with it. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what I read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and I step in front of the room podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terrible and awkward. I recite the poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it.
Let's see.
I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that I'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That's just leaves Natsuke. Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuke, brutally gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem's called... Well, looking at me. Because you're presenting. Yeah.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuke takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears in a little sweet. While she's a little unenthusiastic, her poem rhythm is right. Natsuke's trademark style is to work surprisingly well, then spoken aloud. The words feel like bounce up and down and giving you life into the poem. Natsuke finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat.
Wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for one to say. You better not make me do that again.
Ah, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite your poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put whatever face I want on other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsu. I think it would be the other way around.
Well, that's just how it is, so.
Well, maybe I guess that's the case. You won't have to worry about that at the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming, though. I might be too hard, but I hope that all of you will have an idea of what to do like now. Make sure you pick out a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez.
I should probably find some other poem to recite then.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own poem. I'm already presently surprised that you're putting in all this effort in the club. It makes me feel really happy. Well,
No problem.
okay, everyone. I think that's it for today. Another festival coming up with blah, 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 poems. Has been working really hard and nicely to continue that. As long as the festival will finish the planning tomorrow, and then we'll all have a weekend to prepare. Monday is our big day.
I can't wait.
I can't do this. I can do this.
All right.
I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find some enthusiasm for Sorori and Mononoke, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impression, okay, then I'll have to do my best.
Ready to go home?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Look at you two, always going home together, like that.
Oh, she's so bitter.
It's kind of adorable, isn't it?
Jeez, guys. Don't make it such a big deal.
Must be a little nice, though. Well,
Yeah. How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Cage. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. Walk home with Sorori once again. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sorori and I have been a little quieter than usual than at home. Hey, Sorori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Oh, no word.
I was thinking about something from earlier. Like, how we get to,
Sorori fumbles with her words, so I just let her say that I say walk out with you. Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that?
What kind of putting
A spot here.
Hehehe.
Hey. Oh, dang, I missed it. I don't even know what I said. Let's... Gosh, this is my friend. What should I do? What should I do? Gosh, I didn't even see. I don't know. I don't think I was really paying attention that well. Oh, hold on a sec. See, I don't know what the right answer is. I'm kind of confused. Huh. Yeah, is it a good idea to say I'd still walk with my friend or with Yuri? What do you think? You know what? I'm gonna say bros before hoes. It's just what you gotta do. Sorry. You really think I wouldn't ditch you for Yuri?
Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I already see you're in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to be really going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Cage. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure out what sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, that's the point. Is speculating sometime that's never going to happen. Conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing to say sorry to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away, so who knows what will happen in this day. Time. Okay, what do I want to do? Something cool. Graveyard, because it's Halloween. Vibrant, silly, wonderful, poetry, dream. It's dream. A lucky proof, field, shopping, whistle, unstable, time, ribbon. Time. Infinite, happiest, competitive, vanilla. It's about to get good. Okay. After image. Vitality, disoriented, waterfall, start escape. Climax, I want a climax. Okay. Sunny, fireflies, cheeks, party. Romance, joy, cry, vacation, childhood, explode, explode! Flying, anesthesia, crimson, crimson. Okay, nimble, marshmallow, email, disown, shame, fireworks, bunny, giggle, passion. Let's do passion. Flavel, disarray, aura. Universe, infatuation. Let's see, blanket, uncomfortable, dazzling, awesome. I'm gonna do awesome, that's my word. Strawberry, judgment, prayer, venture, secretive. Fun, question, rose, heartbeat, heartbeat. Broken puppy, friends, memories, anger. Music, jump, peace, excitement, holiday, amazing, family, charm, nightgown. Defeat, hurt. Okay. See, promise, dark. Sparkle, sweet, skipping, melancholy. Precious treasure, singing, uncanny, sadness, spinning. See, festive, massacre. Massacre. Depression, incapable, intellectual, chocolate, sensation, sugar, extreme, portrait, headphones, extreme. Okay.
Aw, man. I'm the last one here again.
Don't worry, I just walked in too. Okay.
We're practicing piano again.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club is picking up a piano. Well, maybe not determination. But yeah, I guess we're passing. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that all of you were willing to help out for the festival too.
Yeah, I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Yeah? We're not complaining about the yesterday, you know, it's okay.
Well, yeah, I'm not talking about part of the festival. But if the whole day was just at school and we're to play delicious food, we sound a bit like sorry all of a sudden. Okay, they actually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? You know, all other people.
Oh, I didn't say that. I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by all of you people?
Because it's all right in your name. Manika.
That's not how you say my name at all. Also, the jokes makes no sense in translation.
Oh yeah, it doesn't translate. I don't understand what's going on.
Never mind. Let's just get focused on our own event now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sora's. Blah blah. Excuse me. Where's Sori anyway?
Oh, there you are. Sori is sitting in the desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sori. I wave my hand in front of her face.
Huh?
You're spacing out again.
Hey, sorry. Don't mind me. I can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why would it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry, assuming things.
Jeez, you're worried too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Sori shows me a big smile. Okay,
Let me distract you from you having fun with everyone.
Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sorori before taking back toward everyone else. But the conversation was already disappearing with everyone back to their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Mononoke if she noticed that there's anything wrong recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must have been spending a lot of time together. Timidly approached Mononoke and is shuffling through some papers on her desk. What's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed that anything with Sorori recently?
Anything up with her? In the way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading it in a little too much, but it seems like she's a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so?
I can't say I noticed anything about her.
Mononoke peers across the room and Sorori, who is so idly dragging a rubber eraser down on her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Gage. You certainly know a lot about her I can do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talks to me about anything that is bothering her. Okay. But this time, when I asked, she was just really dismissive. Sorry, I don't know your problem. I just wanted to ask to see if you knew anything, so I'll stop and drop it.
No. It's important to me too. I mean, I also have friends with her, and I also care about well-being of the club members for now. Maybe I'll try talking to her.
Yeah? Alright. Sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest.
Person of interest? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you.
Me?
On earth would you
Come to that conclusion.
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Story talks about you so much that anything else you know.
Yeah?
She's been so much happier that it joined the club. It's like an extra light in her turned on inside her.
What? No way. Sorry is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not anything different now than it is.
You're so funny, Gage. Have you thought of that maybe she always had been as cheerful because that you were surrendered?
Oh crap.
I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know? Anyway, I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so forget that I said anything. I'll try to talk to her and try not to do anything from now on.
Yeah? Alright. Madoka smiles meaningly, and I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't forget about it ahead. Madoka stands up and walks just across the room. Sorry, I watched her kneel to the floor and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice quiet so she can't hear her. I sigh and I sit by myself. I know that Sori told me not to worry about it, but have fun with everyone else. But that is impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm trying to behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides Madoka. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering at me from over the book. But she looks away just quickly and flustered looked on her face. I realized that she get anywhere like that. I've never really seen her approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no clear choice but to approach her myself. But now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up and I walk over to the desk next to her.
I didn't mean to bother you or anything.
Relax, you didn't even do anything.
What? I could tell that you wanted to be alone or your thoughts.
Alone? With my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that if I was thinking of like that?
Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to base on your thoughts watch your expression.
No. Not that I was staring or anything.
I didn't do anything creepy like that.
In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern.
Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share their concern. See, of course, that is certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if they would prefer to share their mine, then I would be glad to listen.
And it's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sorori.
Sorori?
Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked if her would be alright, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her.
Oh, that's quite romantic.
Eh?
So sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid.
It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstood. Sora and I have been friends for a long time, that's all.
Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or
maybe I'm just reading into it a little bit too much.
Gage! You're the words full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath the plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them.
Ah, so you think there might be something behind it after all?
I think that Sora is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, if you looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she?
Well, was that if she was that case?
Sorry. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she?
I guess. But you didn't need to put it in that way. We're just good friends, after all.
But...
Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes, and her expression gently and curious as if she was searching for something. Avert my gaze.
Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you are someone honest and caring. May uncover some feelings you weren't aware of in you. That is, I think that she would have been a very fortunate person to have a feel, that way about her.
Yuri, giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy. I don't think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you.
No, that's not a compliment, is it?
It is. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do something reading?
Well, as long as you're okay with it.
Yeah. I should be taking off my mind of the whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone, after some time passes and Madoka calls to the club room, we don't all share the poems now. Oh, I didn't do a poem. Before I know it, everything was back to normal. Oh no, I did a poem, that's right. Everyone goes to retrieve the poem, make sure to contact with smiles. I wonder if she's about to story. Okay, you should see, your writing has only improved in the last few days. The poem you use has nothing of sort of spectacular, and I'm really feeling emotions. I'm a little bit envious of it. I don't even if there's came natural. Oh, I'm not doing the voices anymore. Yuri, that's his wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after.
Is that so?
Yuri gently smiles to herself.
This feeling. So glad. I'm not even given a chance to share my writing. Never thought that it would feel this good.
I remember mentioning you yesterday. Couldn't believe that you're so good at something that you've never been shared with people. It's kind of a shame.
Maybe, but it's not like I'm really had a choice.
What do you mean?
Well...
Yuri smiles sadly. Whoa, what happened?
Gage, during lunchtime, I ate by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do something reading. In fact, I'm always having some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are just so full of amazing, inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people that you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers, problems and solvers, and discoverers of the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounding my friends every day. And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me and they're spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like I know it all. People say
that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Gage. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make people smile myself. I have all these feelings. and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I was able to start sharing with you that I really understood what it was missing all the time.
But I haven't even really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know the difficult person, Pergage. I speak slowly, and I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me just like everyone else. It's so rare to feel that comfortable with that way with everyone else. That's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
See, well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, right? And it's other people that don't see the way that then screw them. I mean, I joined the club hoping I would make friends, and I would have had at least one success. Wouldn't you?
If you put it that way, yeah. You really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands, but then at the time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you.
Okay, let's read it here. Ghosts Under the Light Part 2. The trindles of the hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue and green light flickers. A lone figure casts its path in a silhouette and obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounding of a silhouette glows closer and closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield from the visibility, but it's too late. He steps into the streetlight, and I gasp and I drop my umbrella, and the light flickers, my head pounds, and the hair races on my arm. Time stops. The only indication of the movement is that the amber light is flickering against the obstruction on my arm. And flickering, the light is the rhythm of the holding pounding of my heart, teasing a foreboding of how I've ever heard of the ghost before, giving up the understanding. I laugh. Understand it is overheated. Let's see. I touch his hand, and the flickering stops, and goes to the blue and green amber. Finish the poem. I hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from her, she looks away. Do you dislike it? Oh no, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this was the one about.
I don't know if I was able to explain this one.
That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having a harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you, and I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge from Yuri's mouth. I once again try to hand her the poem to her, but instead Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to our warm touch. You can, the poem is... Let's see, once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. I mean, I could keep it. Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles and she doesn't even want to notice. Let's see. You always make me feel nice. You know, I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back toward me.
I guess we should move on before Monarch says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and then returns to my seat, and so I can put my poem away. Alright, let's do the next one. Okay.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about it, I don't think. After all, I wrote this before someone else did, didn't you? Probably you.
Huh? I didn't write this for anyone else specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, and just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're really happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Cage. Sorry?
Let's see, this is something wrong?
No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today.
Alright. Just let me know if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about it, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist.
Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sorry?
Tell Monoroke I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say something else, Soroki cheerfully walks out the classroom, humming to herself. Oh, okay. Let's just pull the band-aid on the worst one.
Yeah, no thanks.
Huh? You didn't even...
Next.
Oh my gosh, she hates me now. Okay. See.
Hi, Cage. Have you thought about what you want to submit for the festival? Well,
Being in this club is one thing, is performing in front of a bunch of people. I'll have to give it some thought, but...
okay, no pressure. Whatever one you do, I'm sure you'll turn out great. It would make happy to see. Ah! Anyway, let's take a look at what today's poem. Sure.
I look at mine and I can take the poem and holding it in my hands.
Your style has gotten refined, Cage. Yuri's been teaching you a lot, hasn't she?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say a few words past a couple days that she's wanted to talk to you the whole year. Not sure how you didn't it, but it's pretty impressive.
Well, that's just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it in myself.
You're certainly putting a lot of effort. You must really like her.
That's...
It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending all that time with her in the club room every day. Reading a edgy novel with her.
Well...
I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. And it makes me want to make sure that she doesn't spend all her time alone.
Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know?
Alright. I get it. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't just used to opening herself. So it's something valuable. And we go to really hard to her. Her books aren't total escape to reality. They're just bandage.
You say that like I'm going to hurt her.
No, sorry. I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt you herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you right now.
Alright. Oh, finally. Okay. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale of a lady who is wandering there, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that she was ever sought after. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift into the sky, victim of the currents of the winds. Day after day, I searched for a little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else fails, when all of the others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind cases the below. I fall, and I fall even more, gentle as a feather. I dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches it between the thumb and the forefinger, and the hand is a beautiful lady. I look her in the eyes and I find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows that I am thinking before I can speak. She responds in a hollow voice, and I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible, and I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with the breath she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers is the sorts of things that life meaning. Not to give too philosophical or anything, but it's kind of a meaning, so that's what I wrote.
I see. I never really put much thought into it.
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because it's we had all the answers, the world start to lose its meaning.
You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, you wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monoroke's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writings because you're afraid it's not that good? If you can't really disheartening to get lukewarm response to something, you put some much intro. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus on more than everything that went into it, and then things can work on it. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club. Don't think about it. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Alright. Okay, you three. We're all done shaping our poems today, right? Why don't we start figuring out...
Here, hold on a second. It's just me, or did say some strange just now?
Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual.
That's right.
You divided from an unusual catchphrase, then addressed the club. Catchphrase? I don't even have a catchphrase.
Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it.
Stagnating air is common foreshadowing for something terrible is about to happen.
Oh, this is actually not very comfortable anymore. Let's see.
In your books...
Maybe. Looks like the only thing different in it is that Sorori isn't here.
Ah, it seems you're right.
Sigh.
Sorori has always helped lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone balance is thrown off a little bit when she's not around.
Where the heck did she go? Run off anyway. I thought she was just went to be.
Natsuki, please show some decency.
Hey, come on.
She actually wasn't feeling too well, so she went home early.
Oh, is that so? I hope she's alright.
Seriously, all the times that you go home and it's when at the pick of time she's not feeling well. So much of them being too lovely doofy.
Huh? No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sorori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it.
Ooh.
Is that curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people?
Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine.
What did she say?
Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so let's decide what everyone will be doing on the weekend.
Alright,
already. No, don't do it. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But need a lot of them, different flavors. Can you handle all that yourself, Natsuki?
Challenge accepted.
See. And as for myself, I'll be going to printing and assembling poetry pamphlets. Sori will be helping me design them. And as for you, Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No. That's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? No, that's a good pattern too.
Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sorori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around.
That may be the case. But in that, we can also have a leader on my own. Then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have to be beautiful handwriting, are you right? So should you make the banners and decorations for helps atmosphere? Atmosphere? How about that, I love the atmosphere.
Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and she focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see.
That's great. You'll be wonderful. You're a help. But anyway, that's just leaves you, Cage. The one who truly useless.
Oh. Don't say that.
In fact, don't Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle? It would probably go a long way if you give them a hand. You could always help me out as well. How could I really appreciate that?
That's not okay. Suggests that I spend a weekend with one of the club members. How can on earth be going to respond to a suggestion?
I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. But even if I don't even have to bake, there's always some dirty work to be given to you. It's not like Mononoke is going to give me a choice anyway, but...
Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that.
If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Cage may not like to be around if you make it on a nuisance, so therefore, he may be more suited to be assisting with the decorations.
Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway?
Ooh.
Sounds like you just want to make an excuse for Cage to... What are you saying? We'll be extremely meticulous at work. And bacon is it? Just what do you think? Guys, let's just settle down for a moment. At the end, I think it's Cage who decides what he wants to do. Besides, he hasn't really forgotten the chance to spend all the time in me now. So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I was surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though, jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah, Cage, are you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you.
Of course.
Yeah, very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me.
Oh gosh. Why am I put in this tough situation? I'm always gonna hurt someone's feelings. Just gonna save this. Yeah. Whew. Dang. Alright. Just gonna go with the old favorite. Well, I'm probably the most useful to helping Yuri.
Me? You're serious? Why would you? That's okay. I can already tell you already about this to say something mean.
So?
No. I'm just saying. So, you'll be helping Yuri, Cage?
Yeah. Then I'm going to do that.
I'm glad. Bad habit of overthinking all those sorts of things anyway. So, I think assisting will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is
Feeling a little bit sour. So, is that everything we needed to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Now it's about the guys out of well excited.
Well, excited not to be the right word, but I'm supposed to be looking forward to a little bit.
Do you feel the same?
Do you feel the same way, Cage?
Yeah, me. I guess I could say I'm interested to see how it all turned out.
That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? What is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant.
Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this.
I don't really know why Cage picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I could do to even compares to that. So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Well, why? Well, I'm the one who's acting immature, and I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up, and all of a sudden, I know I'm not good at it. I'm sorry that I said anything bad.
Natsuki isn't the only one who is surprised. Mononoke and I are also taken back about Yuri's words. And that she already has trouble with words trying to cheer someone up in the first place and out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Yusuri. Even if that was worked perfectly, I could tell that everyone was trying to do something Sururi would have tried this. Because Sururi always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves.
No, I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry that I kind of big deal about it. Nothing. But I'm going to say this anyway. You better be it that those cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Oh, I believe you.
Yeah. I don't even know what everything is the best. Okay.
Well, with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess we can all take our head out. Alright, let's get out of here.
Everyone packs up the things and blah. I started to follow Mononoke and Natsuki out the door and they chat between each other. Yeah? I turn around.
Sorry. I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend.
Oh, yeah, right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number?
I think that would be the best way. Yes.
Alright then. You and I exchange phone numbers.
Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house Sunday.
Yeah? My house?
No, is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you.
Ah, I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house.
Uh-oh, something weird about her house. Alright, then in that case, I won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like, mattered either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are.
Don't underestimate yourself, Gage. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if they only choose me because you felt bad or something.
What? You shouldn't actually think that, do you?
I don't know. It's difficult for me to come up with any other reason than no choosing me.
You're forgetting this one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do.
But
Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely intense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right?
I didn't realize. I'm telling
you, I want to. That's all I wanted is. Do you even believe me?
Yeah.
Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while.
I believe you.
As if it took a tremendous effort for Yuri to finally say that, it relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After the exchange, I make my way to the door and Yuri follows. Can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming over my house Sunday. Anxiety shoots through the roof, and even though I've forgotten, I'm pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might happen outside the school. More than that, she just told me that she was making me look forward to it. Oh my gosh. Is this a little chance I have been making sense happen between us? Or is this early for... Let's see. Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she opened up a little bit, and when that happens to us... Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning about her more. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sorori since the Let's Club the other day. Not even like that to text her at all, time is or anything. But I have... Oh, clicked too much. Between what that Sorori said and said, is it really okay for me to put Sorori's feelings aside and I might need me? I decided to visit Sorori and it comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell I'm coming over, much we've done in the past. Once I reach Sorori's house, I knock on the door. Again, I used to play often and it made simply entering in the house like the family. And the house is quiet. Sorori isn't anywhere on the first floor, and I assume she put up in the room. As it was strange for her not to be down and greet me, I head up to the bedroom where I finally found her. Sorori? Oh, hey Gage. See, sit down in her room. Sorori forces a smile, but easily telling me she's different. There's a few minutes of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sorry, your room is messy and it's always been. I also apologize. I recognize that the same stuffed animals on the wall decoration have a change of years.
If you came over more often, I wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I
end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to be seeing Yuri today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know about that? Sorori suddenly already left it by the time we decided at the last meeting.
Anoki told me. It's okay and natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right?
Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Mononoke out today?
Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet or anything.
Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then?
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sorori stares at random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide from me. I know you too well. So, Sorori smiles and shaking her head. That's no good, Gage.
Eh? Why can't you just be like, it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get you so weak and accidentally expressing my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been able to be thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Hehe.
Sorry? Grab Sorry by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something's happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me. Until I know, I don't understand what I'm thinking about.
Haha.
Sorry gives an empty smile.
You only put me in a trap, Kate. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What you're talking about, Sorry?
You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice to. The timing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when you fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy into carrying a waste, having to spend it anyway? That's what it feels like. And that's why I'm just want to make everyone happy. Without everyone worrying about me.
Shock. I can't even figure out what to respond with. How's it possible for Roka to keep this entire time, and I've known it? Does she really want to so badly for me to just not think about it?
Why, Sorry?
Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if you knew, I would have done something, I would have done everything for you. I could have stopped support you. Even if there's only so much that I can do, I could have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. Let's see. All you had to do was ask me.
You don't understand at all, Cage. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because I told you, then you would have some wasted effort caring about instead of doing some important things. I don't want to be cared for. It's about bittersweet. When people try to care about me, it feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat swung against my head. Ha! That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best part of this thing. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone else in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Haha.
You're right. I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, sorry. But I need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do.
No, Gage. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have happened is if everything could be like this always. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked from down Sorka's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by her. My heart hurting it in a way that I couldn't understand. And now I came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, once again, grab Sorori's shoulders.
This time I pull her in tight to embrace.
Kate?
Sorry? I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes me worthwhile enough. If I make friends with you everyone else, then that is just a bonus. Please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Gage.
Sori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sori's arms remain to her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear.
No. Don't do this to me. Please don't do it. Gage,
Sori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't even know what she's trying to do the right thing. But I want her to know that I care. If I have it in you to call yourself selfish, then I have it let me able to selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Gently, Sora finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of these feelings, Gage. I don't know. The only time I'm feeling is feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary to me.
Sorority, let's go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Of course, all day. This has to be one where I have to plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't. Please don't. If you did, then I wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost as time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At least, do you want to come along with help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sori shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if would be very good for today. You understand, right?
It's all hard to me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sori and exit the house. On the way, I find myself still feeling uneasy, but it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over, too. I think Sori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and I'm definitely going to have a great time with it. Let's see, I should just focus on what to go ahead. Okay. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Ah! Thank goodness! You're a little early.
I'm sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting there for long?
No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you that I was hurried up on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. I should be common sense to do that, and I've decided to ignore it.
Anyway, let's go outside. I see I brought you a lot of stuff, okay?
That's right. I did manage to find everything that has to value well.
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
So you're to my room. The first thing she does is glance around and curiously, which makes me feel anxious. Nah.
It's so clean!
I cleaned it before you came over, so...
That's very considerate of you to do. No.
I would have really been embarrassed for a room to be messed if...
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. Would have gladly helped you clean.
That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait. Don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist when, let's see, which was in the process of opening the distro of mine.
I'm sorry. Wasn't thinking of some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine. Let me go get... I let go of yours. She puts it, her hands firmly on her lap, and she's making sure that she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned, and can you help with decorations, other atmospheric enhancements?
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know, mood lighting, aromathy candles.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take a guest to a faraway place, although many stops you. But just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them waiting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense. I guess
That's the best way to put it in.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy.
Yeah. You need to be so anxious. No need to be so anxious. You can be relaxed a little.
Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag and pulls out a few candles and a wooden slider-shaped object. Let's see.
I did some shopping in a way, and I happen to have these in my bag. I'd like to cover the windows in black paper, candles, and light the room. I think it would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing for?
Oh, this? It's a diffuse for the essence source. How familiar are you with aromathy?
Not familiar at all.
Oh, is that so? It's our favorite common contributors for a positive atmosphere. Depending on what the oils and herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can feel it premature through the air. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, and reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, the thin ray of vapor begins to spout through the small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is this for?
This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances the emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and then your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will have it perfect for showing our poems? It does sound suitable.
It does sound suitable, but if you seem to know a lot about this, I'll just trust your opinion anyway. Yuri smiles gently and clearly enjoys herself. She again reaches into the bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase your origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
Well, won't be using paper for folding origami. I'd like to do this right in a different word on each other. We'll need about 100 of them.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, how about those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut these pieces of ribbon and hang them down for the doorway of the classroom. Then we can get fastened proper onto the ribbons and create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some peek inside. That's really creative.
I had no idea that they would be good at this, Rue. Let's see.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I get a little intense as I put it.
Yuri giggles and red cheeks. Let's see, just a me for relax, and then two of us. And maybe it's just the excitement she feels from the sharing something and she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Cage. You can write the characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting out the ribbons.
Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together to work. Carefully draw a different character on the paper, doing the best advantage to my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon and length. Then she reaches into her bag and once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched to it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. Oh, is this like a sacrificial knife? That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks like a really fancy one.
Well.
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? Yuri going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know?
You promise you won't be weirded out, would you?
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. This thing, I'm kind of into knives. That's right. It's just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What I'm saying is, please don't think I'm weird for this.
Haha.
You're laughing at me. No, I'm
laughing at you? It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing things. It's interesting to be into, I guess. But I think it's kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, kind of intense, haha. Besides, it's really cool. It looks like a knife. I can't deny that.
Is it? Isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife and handle and face it. I take it and turn it around in my hand. Then it feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious as its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife and index of my finger. Oh!
Cage! Why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it.
It is my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin and like paper. Oh no!
I smell a drop of blood trickle down my hand and finger. Yuri takes their hand and gives it a wonderful closer look.
Ah!
She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts it in her mouth. Okay. And it feels her tongue curl around the oh shit. Started and I instinctively pull my hand back.
Oh! But please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head and their face is burying down. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done.
I could have done something like that. I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, but it took my breath. But I guess she was
trying to help, right? Yuri, I think it's overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this? Alright, you know what? This might be stupid to do, but I do it anyway. Take Yuri's hand, and I lick her index finger in return.
Cage! Did you just really do that?
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. Knew what would have a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil in the air, I'm extremely heavy right now.
You're so weird, Cage.
He giggles shyly. Eh? You're calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. Yuri's knife is cut through the ribbon like it is nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. Hold on one sec.
What time is it? And I don't have minutes. Where were we supposed to be? Okay. Why do we still have a copy of the
Let's see. After finishing attaching this as ribbons, okay, it looks better than I expected. It helps you store concern. Sorry. Alright, you know what? I have to save it here. Haven't gotten to the horror aspect of the game yet, but yeah. I actually gotta go. I gotta get ready for something. So anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'm sorry that none of the horror aspect got here. It feels like it might be getting a little strange, but I don't know yet. We'll see. Alright, see you guys later.